Yeah, let's talk a little baseball. Jay, what if I told you that before the season started, if I had said on Monday, April 20th, Brayan Rocchio would lead the Guardians in RBIs, you would have said what?
I'd have said we're in last place.
Yeah.
Except the reality is that Brayan Rocchio leads the team in RBIs, and instead of being in last place, no, Steve, not Tagboy, please take a graphic. This is not Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell is really good, too.
The Guardians are in first. It was a great setup. It would have worked perfectly. Sometimes
I know where you're going with this.
You knew where I was going.
Yeah, there it is.
They are in first place. Jose got hot over the weekend.
Yeah.
We talked to Eric Zabrowski on Friday. The UCSS interview jinx hit again because it was his first bad performance in forever. It's the only game they lost all weekend.
Right.
But after losing 2 consecutive series, Guards are back on track, winners of 3 or 4.
Yeah, I love the fact that they're getting contributions from guys. We also didn't think Chase DeLauder was going to lead the major leagues in home runs through first 2 weeks.
No.
He has since been in an absolute desert.
Yeah.
He's in a hitting desert. He's not hitting the ball. A lot of pop-ups. But you've seen other guys that have sort of stepped up. Yesterday, I saw something funny with Jose Ramirez yesterday. He showed frustration after his first at-bat strikeout. He swung and missed on a change that was nowhere near the strike zone. And he actually slammed his bat on the ground. Jose never does that.
Yeah.
He plays with emotion, but it's usually positive emotion. Mm-hmm. And when I saw that, I said, wow, the frustration's really starting to get to him.
He looked frustrated on running the bases one time, too. Like
he almost got picked off second base earlier in the series, which is, Jose doesn't do that. He made a bad throw in a game in this series. We've seen some uncharacteristic things from Jose. But then I was quickly reminded of a story that I think it was Trevor Bauer that told this story on the internet not long ago about someone asked him about Jose Ramirez, and he goes, that guy just is the only one like him. And he told a story of how early in their careers, he had just struck out. He was in a miserable dry spell. He came and he sat next to Bauer in the dugout, and Bauer said, "I didn't know what to say to him. I didn't know. Should I even talk to him? Should I say, hey, don't worry about it, man. You're going to be fine." And he said Jose was just sort of elbows on knees, and he was looking at the scoreboard, and he looked up and he saw his batting average was 180, and Jose laughed and he goes, 180, and he got up and walked away. And Bauer thought, well, that's an interesting way to handle a slump. Mm-hmm. And he said over the next month, he hit like 430 and hit 11 home runs in the next month. And I feel like yesterday we kind of saw a dichotomy of that in microcosm, because what happens is he looks awful in his first at-bat. He has not had a typical Jose Ramirez season yet. Some uncharacteristic mistakes maybe in the field, the air the other day. I say mistakes. I mean, he makes so few. But then he hits 2 home runs as the game goes on, and now you feel like, okay, he's about to get into his groove, and if he does, and Chase can find that swing again, and by the way, Manzardo, oh my God. Like, I'm literally thinking minor leagues right now for Manzardo. He looks completely...
He makes Chase DeLauder struggles look like it ain't nothing.
No.
Like Manzardo's... Like, I find myself being like, where's Steeman at? Give me shit.
I love Steeman these days.
Steeman's hitting the ball. Like, this is...
Look at that.
It's getting kind of late.
It is. We're bearing down on May here, and Zach, I know that you don't make snap judgments on a month, but he's had stretches in his even last year where I look at him and I'm like, this guy's a major leaguer? Yeah. And that's the way I'm looking at him right now.
Yeah, but they still took 3 or 4.
And they're in first place.
And they're in first place. Their run differential is 0. They're in first
place.
No, Atlanta's is plus 55. Now, the Guardians helped that, right?
Yeah, they did. You're right.
They really helped that.
You're right.
We've been celebrating Jose, right, because he broke the franchise record.
Yeah.
And what was the other number? Home runs against all 30 teams, and there was some other crazy number. But you see, like yesterday, for example, whatever his WAR is, wins above replacement. I know there's a deep calculation. It's not high enough.
No, it's not.
Because you're right, Jay, he's having moments. He's having bad at-bats. He has an uncharacteristic error. What's he doing when you really need him? He's delivering.
Yeah.
And the other guys will follow. So, look, we got questions at second base. We
Big
got questions about these young
Are you
hitters.
ready? Have you seen enough of Brito? I want Bazzana.
It's
time.
It's time to discuss it, that's for sure.
Okay, good. I don't want to...
Yeah. But so amid all of this, and you're worried about the bullpen being overtaxed early as well, you got great starting pitching. Even they lost the game, but Bobby was great, and you got Jose Ramirez. You're in first place. It's
everything's okay.
To me, the storyline is Quintillo. He started off well. He gave up some home runs or whatever. They got him up out of there last week. Yes, but he's been tremendous. Yeah. Messick has been tremendous.
Parker Messick has been Cy Young caliber.
Man, this dude. Listen. I told him he's my favorite Guardian. I say this dude right here, man. Like the fact that he is just going after people and does not care. I love the fact.
I do too.
But I will say this. It does scare me a little bit that I don't know if they're going to have enough power from each one of these positions. Like, it just seems like we can't get guys hot at the same time.
Right.
It was DeLauder in the beginning of the season, and then now Hosey looks like he's getting, warmed up a little bit. And I always think that when I see him from the right side of the plate, and he's a really good bad ball hitter. Like the second home run he hit, that was down. That
was a low pitch.
That was a
the
low
first
pitch.
one was middle. It was couldn't believe he threw it there.
Yeah, the second one he hit out, I said,
you're right.
He's starting to see the ball. He's starting to see the baseball a lot better because now he hit that one out of the park. And by the way, it wasn't like it was warm yesterday. I mean,
No.
and
the wind was coming in from left field.
Yep.
It was nasty.
And he still got it through that wind.
So if you could just get, I want to see Bazzana, the errors in the field. I mean,
Brito's made 3 of them already.
It's 3 errors. That's not going to get it done, man.
No.
I mean, so to me, Angel Martinez has been a very nice surprise.
It was about the 4th inning yesterday. I looked out the window and saw it was snowing. I almost signed up for Ultimate Sports Show Dallas on the spot. I was like, this is mid-April. Like,
Dallas sounds pretty good right now.
I know about Cooper Flag. I can do that.
We'll learn. Yeah, it's been rough, man, with the weather. But yeah, I like Martinez a lot. I really do.
2 nice catches.
And Schneemann, those guys have been. Schneemann, I don't care where you put him. I'm convinced he could catch.
I don't understand.
I mean, wherever you put him defensively, he makes Gold Glove plays.
At short, I think not this week, not that last game, but the game before, he made a heck of a play in shortstop.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when you talk about utility, I mean, this dude can play everywhere, outfield, infield.
His arm surprised me on that play. He went deep in the hole on his knees and jumped to his feet and made a Arias type throw. I'm like, where did that come from?
Listen, he had a rocket too.
I know.
The Guardians that make you frustrated because, like, they got these guys. Every time you sit ready to sit somebody down, like we talked about Arias and Rocchio. We said, which one of y'all is going to battle for this position?
Yeah.
Because one of y'all got to go when Bazzana get up here. And Rocchio just says, no, I'm pretty good. And he's getting hits with 2 outs. It's not
in clutch spots.
Yeah, it's not like he's up there with one on no outs. He's up there with clutch spots, and he's finding, especially when they needed him. The game was a little nip and tuck yesterday because when they got the home runs, Cotillo went out, and then the bullpen. The bullpen.
Well, earlier in the series, it was awful. Yeah.
K. Smith. I'm glad to see
Armstrong came in through 13 pitches and loaded the bases. They didn't have a hit.
They need a day off, is what the bullpen needs.
Yeah, they're taxed.
Yeah, they're taxed for sure.
Yeah.
And look, this is an offensively challenged ball club, and 3 months from now, we'll probably be saying it's an offensively challenged ball club. So you're looking for small victories. Your 9 hitters delivering, like those numbers for your 9 hitter, and they've been in big moments, as Garrett said.
Thank goodness.
So
Yeah,
take
thank
that.
goodness.
You take Jose, and we'll see. Like you said, Garrett, nothing's set with a lot of these guys going forward. Maybe that's a good thing. That carrot's dangled in front of them. Nobody should be comfortable if you're not.
Who's in? Who's in next? Who's in now?
The upcoming schedule?
Yeah.
Steve, we have the schedule. If you
I
want
glanced
to
at it. I can't
believe
remember.
it is
Houston,
Houston,
reeling.
and they're a mess.
Yeah, they're reeling.
So hopefully they can keep feasting.
It's going to be about 33 degrees tonight. First pitch, it's going to be awful.
Yeah, that Toronto series. Really, if you look at the schedule, it's a favorable schedule coming up. They should be able to put some wins together. That Toronto series is going to be fantastic because I still think Toronto's going to be the yardstick in the with the Yankees in the American League.
I'm confused, man. I must be getting old, man. I must be having a midlife crisis. I've been watching all of these games, right? And I can see what people say. Like, I find it's not as divisive as the Browns. Watching the Guardians is what I like to call easy watching. And you kind of, when you watch them, you know they ain't got too much.
Right.
So when they give you something, you walk away from the game feeling great. You're like,
you always feel better.
You feel, because you're like, well, the Guardians don't got, they don't got a high payroll. They ain't got no top-notch ball players besides, Jose and, a couple other guys. But when you watch the games, they always seem to find some way to get it done, and it's a different person.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, hey, I don't know what I'm going to see when I watch
You're
the
right,
Guardians.
G. The mental approach to watching the two teams couldn't be more different. You sit down with the Browns and you know what their roster is, but you trick yourself into thinking today they got a shot, man. Hey, they might be, and then they play exactly the way they're supposed to. Awful.
And then you be
and
hurt.
You're upset.
You'd be devastated.
But when the Guardians don't win, you're like, well, hey, that's okay, man.
Right, and they just won 3 of 4, and the one was a straight giveaway.
Right. So
Gift.
You said we could have
Gift.
swept you. We could have swept them.